What's up, y'all? My name is Hines. I'm 44 years old and I work in the life insurance industry. And I decided to start a YouTube channel because I've always wanted to start one. But I also wanted to start one because I feel like there is not enough people that are my age, those born in the 70s, 80s, and even in the early 90s that are making YouTube videos. So I feel like there is a gap of programming that is on YouTube for people my age. I mean, maybe there are, and I just don't see them. But I feel like this is an area that not enough of us are doing, and so I decided to start this channel because I recently have been talking to almost everybody I talk to. I tell them to start a YouTube channel, and then I don't have one yet. So I'm like, okay, I need to practice what I preach, and now I have a video to send people. And one of the people that I keep talking about is my cousin John, who owns a restaurant, and I tell him that he needs to start vlogging and just throw your episodes up on YouTube, and then let's just see what happens. It's just free. It's free to upload. The funny thing is, growing up, when you watched TV, all the programming was huge productions, huge budgets behind it. You needed to be on a certain channel, and that's just how the most of the media that we got. As me growing up, or same thing with the radio, same thing. You needed programming, but now with the democratization of media, you can start a podcast now. You can start a YouTube channel, and so that's why it's kind of amazing that somebody in a living room anywhere in the world can just push record on their phone, and then you can possibly be seen all over the world. That's mind-blowing to me. And I feel like there's just a huge opportunity, and I also feel like there's a huge opportunity for everybody in my age group. I feel like the younger generation, they're just really good at this. It's something that's native to them. But for us, especially in the 40 and older crowd, it's not as, we're just not used to this. We're so used to the programming of TV that's just what we know, and that's kind of what we watch. But one of the stats that I've seen is that in living rooms now, YouTube is now number one most watched thing in living rooms, and their market share, I believe, it's only 10%. But that was the largest, because streaming was, like 9%, or I can't remember where I seen that study at. But it blows my mind that anybody with a phone can just push record, and then their video can be seen by, millions of people possibly. But just to have it in the same realm of crazy productions, like, you don't need all that. You just need a phone, and I just tell people, turn it sideways and then just push record. So so shout out to my cousin John, because one of these days I'm sure I'll have him on, because I want him to start his channel. Man, shout out to my Spanaway boys, James and Greg, because I told them to start one, and they started one before me, and so now they have videos up. And like all of our videos, these are our first videos. They kind of suck, so, but that's okay. We're still learning. We're all learning this YouTube game. And but it's just one of those. The other reason why I appreciate YouTube and the format is that there is a path to monetization. There's you need 4,000 hours watched, and then you need 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know how long that'll take, but I like to talk. So I'll be able to record tons of videos. I don't know how long this will take, But the other thing for me is I know so many hilarious people, and so I just hopefully I'll get them on. But this channel, I just want to showcase, people in my age range, an age group, and just show that, man, anything is possible. We all have to start somewhere. This is where I'm starting at, and yeah. So I've had conversations recently with one of my boys in Germany, Jay. I told him to start a channel. I told my cousin in New Zealand, Susie, she's so smart. I told her to start a channel. She's got kids too, so I know she can record some stuff, and her kids could probably edit it. And I just feel like the possibilities with YouTube is powerful, and because of that, the path to monetization. Most of the people I know, they already post content anyway. Most people, like, we've having social media come into our lives as an adult. It's like one of those things where we've learned to use social media and post. And one of my things was I used to go pretty hard on social media, especially with like Snapchat, Instagram, like making sure my pictures were curated, and I would have stories that were amazing. But I was spending all this time on those things and not really reaping any benefits. And so that's the other reason why I wanted to start a YouTube, is like, well, I still want to do some of those things, even though I'm not doing the same things I did back then. But a lot of that was just tomfoolery and excess drinking. But that was, you know, for me, I just feel like having a path to monetization is just the game changer when it comes to when it just comes to YouTube. So yeah, all of you people that I mentioned that I've just recently had conversations with, this is my man. I hope that you guys start your YouTube channels just so that we can have a path to monetization, and also promote some of the things. Like I said, I'm in the life insurance industry, so I guess this is a good time for an ad. If you have any questions about life insurance, I'm only licensed in the states of Washington, Arizona, Texas, and Virginia. But if you have questions on life insurance, feel free to email me in the description, and we can start a conversation. Maybe we can set up a call. I don't mind helping people out, and this is just another reason why I started this channel. So things to see, things that you might see on this channel. I also want to build in a podcast into this channel. I have some ideas where I just want to basically reconnect with people. So I'm not really trying to find, the podcast is based on reconnecting. So I'll probably have some of those sprinkled in on this channel, just with and most of these people are people I grew up with, because I just think, like I said, I just think my friends are hilarious, and I'd love for the world to see that too. I mean, and they might be only funny to me and not funny to anybody else, but I'm curious to see. I feel like I have a pretty decent sense of humor, so I'm just curious to see what the market says about how funny I think my friends and family are. It's just funny with YouTube too. It's I want to give a shout out to my Uso cook. It's funny when it comes to a lot of technology things. The first person that told me about YouTube was actually Cook, like, maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And I never really came on to YouTube. I never really watched it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it really. And it wasn't until maybe like 10 years ago, I would sporadically jump on YouTube and kind of look at videos and stuff here and there. But it wasn't until maybe 2018 is that's kind of when the transition switched over, because I realized how much education, I didn't realize how much education was on this channel. So the reason why I like watching YouTube is because you just can learn so much, and from that learning, it's it's just I feel better about myself versus just watching a movie or a TV show. And so, but then I also fall into the rut that I've heard recently called um, the educational dopamine. So where you're just still consuming, getting dopamine hits from consuming education, but you're still not doing. So another reason why I started is just to have action and and like just do things instead of just consuming. Even if you're just being educated, there's no point of being educated if you don't do anything with that education. So another thing this channel will have is, oh, I started a newsletter about books. So I'm trying to read a book a week, and then eat every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what country you live in. I will write just a one minute, so 240 words email about the book, which isn't very many words. So, which I like the challenge, and I like the fact that it's making me read. And so it just kind of like how I was just talking about. I consume these books, so I'm consuming, but then now I have to create a 1 minute email. And yeah, so I'm trying to build that out. So if you want to sign up, that's free. That's also in the description. So yeah, I'm just kind of promoting all of my things. And then I also have another YouTube channel with one of my good friends, Jeff Crisologo, and we have a podcast channel called Keto Island Boys. So where we just kind of talk about us doing the keto diet. It's just that's just another fun sort of podcast thing that we're doing, and that we had started back in 2018, and then we sort of fell off. It's so random. It has nothing to do, but we sort of fell off when Biden got elected, and then now that there's a new president in, we just kind of came back. That has no correlation. It just happened to work out like that. But we're just in the point where I felt like I feel like I'm getting kind of big, and so what's funny is like the main reason for doing that podcast is literally just to help me just to stick with the diet, because I know it works. I've done it before. I've lost weight before, but I have trouble sticking with it. But if I do a podcast about it, then it's one of those things that I kind of stick with. What else can we see on this channel? Yeah, so I'll probably randomly talk about. I probably won't talk about keto that much. That'll probably be the only time I bring that up. But I'll probably talk about books, what I've read in books, thoughts, and what else? Yeah, and just showcasing my friends that are starting, that will hopefully start YouTube channels. So, and then yeah, and then eventually just sharing information. And so ultimately what I'd like to do is sort of build a community where we can all help each other as creators. I'm learning Canva right now, so I'm learning how to do thumbnails and titles when it comes to YouTube, because that's the game. It sounds like all the videos I watch in making YouTube channels, they all talk about the importance of of titles and thumbnails. And so yeah, so those are just some things. I also have another project with another one of my friends who I'd love to see him start a channel. My boy Steven out there in Maryland, because he has some things cooking that I'd like to see him start. And like I said, most of the people that I know, my boys at Big Goose Radio, I'd love to see Manny and Boog put some of their videos out on YouTube. Oh, my boy Mikey. So man, like all these people, I just feel like, man, would have amazing YouTube channels, and it would be tight just to see them also reap the benefits of being on YouTube. So yeah, so that's, thank you for yeah, for if you've made it this far, this is kind of what my channel will be about. There's going to be a lot of randomness, obviously, to it. I don't I'm learning this, so this will also be a way to, we can all kind of help each other learn how to do YouTube, as we like what I'm trying to do is maybe build this community of YouTubers that are just starting out. We're all new, and then we're all just building from, building in 2025 and beyond. And then this is something, I hope this is a video that we can look back on and like, oh yeah, this is the video that Heinz sent me about starting a YouTube channel. And yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's see what traction we can make. And because I also feel like a lot of people that I know, especially my age, like they know so much knowledge about not only the industries that they're in. I know there are people my age that are parents, that are grandparents now. And so just the information from that life experience, the world can benefit from, and they benefit from themselves too. So the world can benefit from that information, and then they can benefit from possibly monetizing just living their life. So the other part of this is just too is I want the least amount of friction for my friends to do this. So I just say, dude, take your phone, turn it sideways, just push record and just talk. And then let's see what happens. Let's see how we can get better. The goal is to get better every bit. So the good thing about starting a YouTube channel is, especially with your first video, it could suck. Like, it could be really bad. But that's dope, because now how do you make your videos better? How do you get better? How do you make better content? How can you talk about things that are more interesting? How can you educate more people? How can you be more entertaining? So all these things is, I feel like there's a huge gap in the programming and kind of what's in the videos that are out there. So yeah, this is my challenge to you. If you thought about starting a YouTube channel, dude, this is it. This is the time. Start it. Why not? Like, who cares? Nobody's gonna watch these first videos anyway. But let's start putting in the reps, and then let's see what happens like a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and yeah, just kind of let the chips fall where they may. And most people just don't stick with things. So it's one of those games where a lot of the games are just not giving up. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, I think most people just give up before they have a chance to actually succeed in whatever thing that they're trying to do. So I think this is another one of those things where, yeah, just stick with it. But I mean, this has to be something you want to do too. I'm telling people who I think will be good, but at the end of the day, if you don't feel comfortable making videos, if you don't feel comfortable doing things that's the thing about creativity, is you could make things how you want it. So if you're not comfortable in being in front of the camera, well, then make videos where you're not in front of the camera, where maybe I've seen videos where people are going for a walk and the camera's not on them, but they're talking in the background and they're just recording. And then it's crazy the amount of views. Like, people watch kind of whatever. So that's what I'm hoping that you guys do. I hope you guys just kind of watch, just because it'll be whatever. I am such a random dude. I know so many random people and so many random everything, that it's one of those things where if you watch this channel, I just want to give value of some sort. So if it's not educational, hopefully I can make you laugh. And if I can't make you laugh, at least I can inspire some thought. Or ultimately, I think the goal is to just, how do we get people to take action on, whatever it is in your life. So just let's. I think this is a good time. This is, like I said, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you. Do all the things that people do on YouTube. We'll see if I can. Make this better. But I just needed to make this so I could share this video with my family and friends so that they can start theirs. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna try to post as much as possible. So thank you.